And welcome. Yes, can you believe it? It has been 3 years and counting. So Carol is joining us. Oh my goodness. And Brenda, thank you. And yes, may the 4th be with you. Hey, yes, this is the 3rd anniversary, and may the 4th be with us a year from now. I'm here. Many of you are as well, here in Thunder Bay, and the weather has been chilly and gray and cool, that's sort of chilly, and rainy, but hopefully we can raise our spirits this evening as well. People also join us not just from here in Thunder Bay on the north shore of Lake Superior, but across the region, across the province, across the country, across the border. So welcome everyone. If you are not familiar with our format, well, let me tell you and welcome you to Shop with Diane. This is a project that I started out of desperation, really, when I think back 3 years ago when we were at the beginning of a pandemic, and my store here in had been ordered closed, like many other stores across the country, around the globe, who were not deemed to be essential at that time. And so that was very difficult, with a very uncertain future ahead of us, and I needed revenue. I needed to do something to try to bring dollars in through our door. And I heard about something called Facebook Live. It's pretty intimidating, and having to go in front of a camera live when you're not certain about the technology and exactly how you'll do it. But I tell this story many times to people. Oh my goodness, I was overjoyed. I was fearful, but I was delighted. 75 people who were tucked away in their home, being safe, joined in for that live presentation. And the feedback, the comments were incredible. There was such a delight to make this connection, although not in person, but virtually, and it really seemed that we were able to connect. And that's something that I have enjoyed doing. And many of you have told me that each week this feels like I'm coming to visit you in your home, and that we do get connected and we build community. But you too have been amazing to help me keep positive and moving forward through these difficult times. And just looking in the comment section, oh my goodness, we have Barb joining us as well, and Linda, Carol. Nice group. So this evening, which you might be watching the replay, you may not be joining live, but if you're watching live, wonderful. I have prizes to give away, and I keep pushing myself to try to learn something new technology. I'm going to try it this evening. It's a little add-on feature to the technology, and I'll be able to randomly select winners to a draw. But to qualify for the draw, you're going to have to make comments in the comment section. So if you're commenting, your name will be entered into the draw automatically. And at the end of the show, if I figure it out correctly, there'll just be this random selection of 3 winners. And I'll let you know what those prizes will be in a moment. So don't be shy, lots of comments, and also build that community, talk with one another, and that makes it so much more fun. So today is May 4th, so may the 4th be with you, and this is episode 141. 141 episodes. Oh my goodness. I did a little calculation. I think that's averages 47 a year. And so what was I doing those 5 extra weeks? Well, let me tell you, for a period, we had taken our products here from our store, Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique, into Intercity Shopping Center, where 5-6 weeks we were selling our wares there. So it was a little hard to do the regular shows from there when we were having to be open 7 days a week and into the evenings as well. That sort of interrupted things. Also, a year ago, I was dealing with a flooded basement here at the store. Oh my gosh, that sort of put another challenge ahead of us, as well as having been out of town more recently in the past year to attend a buying show. So there have been some interruptions that have, and I think somewhere along the way, maybe about a year and a half into this, I got a little bit tired of having the store open at that time, trying to do a regular Thursday evening show. It's getting a little bit tired, this gal. So that's why there were 52 shows a week. But, you know, when you think about it, oh my goodness, television programs might go maybe on average 20 episodes a year, possibly new episodes. So when you think about it, oh my goodness, this is like at least a 7-year equivalent to having done a TV show. So I love doing it, and I am still on the cutting edge of what I think will be a better way to be shopping when you are shopping online, and that is where I can demonstrate products to you, explain them to you, interact with you if you ask questions, and help build community. So it has been a 3-year journey, and I'll talk about that in a short while. But what do we have coming up on our calendars, everyone? Oh my goodness, tomorrow is a full moon. And so if feel a little bit off and see a little bit of crazy out there, it could be because full moon is coming up. But as well, on this weekend, just across the street from my business here on McKellar Street, is the Fort William Gardens, and there is the Folklore Festival coming up. So I've been a little bit resourceful this past month, and when I'm able to, I'm going to turn that parking lot into parking for a fee. So I picked up some customers in the parking lot over the hockey games that have been happening, but on the Folklore Festival this weekend as well. So if you haven't taken part of that, please do come on down, see some entertainment, enjoy foods from around the world, and the weather doesn't look to be too appealing outdoors, so a great time to be taking part in that. Some of you, though, might be getting up early or not, because on Saturday is the coronation of King Charles III, and so we will be witnessing a lot of pomp and circumstance in terms of the coronation happening, and I don't know if you've got anything planned for that. But next week, let's get ready, people, because next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend is Mother's Day coming up. Have a couple of ideas for you for that in our show. And soon thereafter, the Victoria Day long weekend is coming up. So we have all that to look forward to, in addition to more Shop with Diane shows. So I said there's going to be some prizes. And remember, to qualify for the draws, you got to be making comments in the comments section. So everybody do lots of chatter, and automatically that's going to qualify you for some of the draws coming up. So let me show you what those items are. So if you're just joining us, again, it's Shop with Diane, our 3rd anniversary celebration, where I've been coming live most every Thursday for the last 3 years, and I don't see myself stopping this anytime soon, as long as a wonderful community that comes together enjoys this happening. I'm going to be there with you. So we have 3 prizes that we're going to be giving away, and one of them you're going to love. Oh my goodness. What is this? Well, this is a solar powered color changing wind chime that many of you are familiar with if you've been watching those shows all along. And on top of it is a solar panel. There's an on-off switch. If I just turned it on and left it on and left this outside as the sun's rays charge up the battery inside, when it gets dark, these will all start to light up and change color. It's going to be one of our prizes, our first prize tonight. So remember, comment lots, talk about them if you have them, share your experience. That qualifies you for the draw. The more chatter, the better. So these are absolutely beautiful, great for outdoor use, indoor too. People are telling me through the winter months, they bring them inside, put them in a sunny window and enjoy them that way. So that is going to be our prize. If you were interested in purchasing that regularly, and it's not a regular, it's not going to be an item formally on our show, but I think it was $32.95, $34.95, something like that. And let's see, we have some comments about that where Tracy is talking about those beautiful mobiles, and Carol has the hummingbird one, and it's hung inside her bedroom window and charged and used all winter long. That's fantastic. And as Terry is saying, she loves those butterflies. Keep the comments coming, everybody. That's going to be our first prize. And a second prize is going to be your choice of one of our cooling neckties. I have more styles than this, but Canadian-made product, if you're familiar with these. Oh my goodness. These are reusable. Now, we don't know what the weather's going to be like this summer now, do we? Or maybe you'll be traveling to warmer climates, but this continues to be one of our top-selling items year after year at Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique. We'll be doing some other celebrating this year. In September, it'll be 27 years of us having a business. And you're totally right there, Lydia. What a great prize to win. Wouldn't that be great? Just by commenting gives you a chance. So these are cooling ties and how they work. First of all, they're made in Canada, and they're pre-shrunk cotton, a variety of different prints that you can choose from. And from about this point to this point in the cooling tie, because it's tubular, inside are polyacrylamide crystals that you soak this in water first time for about 20 minutes. This will soak up the water. It'll puff up almost like a sausage, and it'll remain damp. You put it around your neck. Oh my goodness, when it's damp, it'll be cool. And as the water evaporates, there's a natural cooling effect, and because your blood vessels running very close to the surface of your skin in the area of your neck, it's naturally going to cool your blood and make you feel comfortable on those really hot days. And as people know here, Carol has a number of them and loves them. And Barb says they're great, good for golfers, they're good for golfers, they're good for hot flashes, people that are working in or playing in hot environments, working in hot kitchens and laundry rooms and seniors facilities and hospitals. I know one of our good customers has to, for her job at the hospital, be completely dressed in PPE, and this is a godsend for her. All sorts of possible uses, and if we get a heat wave, these will be flying out the door. And look at all these great comments. Thank you for those. Look at this. We've got good for migraines as well, and a beautiful gift for Mother's Day. And Terry says she never leaves home without the neckties in the summer. Great products, typically $12.95. It's going to be our second prize for just making a comment. We're going to do a little bit of shopping too, but I also have a third prize to give away. Let me just what's going to be our third prize this evening is going to be, as you know, we have done really well, got very excited with a product called cocktail bombs. And they're like bath bombs, but they're drink bombs. Simply you put what looks like a bath bomb into sparkling water. It fizzes, it dissolves. In about 5 minutes, the fizzing stops. the cocktail bomb has completely dissolved. And now you have a mocktail, whether it's a margarita, pina colada, a mojito, one's called love potion, there's blue raspberry, all sorts of different options that you have. And then afterwards you put ice into it, and you add garnishes if you wish. Alcohol, should you wish as well, to turn the mocktail into a cocktail. We've been all over those. People have loved them. Great Christmas item for us. I took them recently last weekend to a wedding show here in Thunder Bay. Really popular item. And absolutely, as Anne is saying, they're so refreshing, so easy to do as well. But we have, therefore, a bit of a cocktail theme. So I'm also, as a third prize, going to give you away 30 cocktail recipes. In this case, you'll have to make them, but they do double duty as cardboard mats, drink mats. So they're like this, but on the reverse of them, what you have are the directions, ingredients, the recipes for all sorts of cocktails. So there'll be 30 different cocktails. So wouldn't that be fun? Whether for yourself or a gift, that's our third prize. Regular price on these would be $16. So I do have some of these for sale if you wish as well. So how do you qualify for this? Simply, there we go, Tracy, cocktail bombs are yummy and fun. Lots of fun we've been having with those. And I know some of us, now, some of us have been a little bit intimidated by these cocktails because growing up, that's not what we did, is go to the bars. We didn't eat out much growing up, and nor going to the bars and trying these various drinks. But these for just $5 each gives us a chance to sample, try, and discover. And I've discovered mojito is an extremely refreshing beverage, and one that I'm going to enjoy in the summer months as well. So look at this. So cards are a great idea, great gift ideas. So how do you do Shop with Diane? Some of those products that I've just shown as prizes, if you're interested in making a purchase, oh my goodness, by all means, please order them. How you can do that is simply, let me put this up on the screen. You can call me or text me at 807-623-4334. That's 807-628-4334. Or in the comments section, just let it be known to me that you would like to order them, and after the show we'll connect. Even if you're watching the repeat, we'll connect to figure out prepayment and curbside, or if you'd prefer to come by and do curbside pickup. If you are watching from out of town, welcome to you, and orders over $50 we can organize to get those shipped out as well. More good comments coming up. These gals are qualifying for these draws by getting those comments in. And don't forget, in how Facebook works, because we're being broadcast to Facebook and to YouTube and now LinkedIn. More comments, more likes, more hearts, all of that works, because what do we know? There's this darn thing called artificial intelligence, and there are logarithms and so on, and rather than being manipulated by that, we can influence it by showing who's boss. So let's see, what do we have got comments coming in? Great fizzy drinks for imminent patio parties. I have a porch party. I think it'll work for that as well. Or I have a porch, so we'll need a party. So I see a few more people joining us this evening. Welcome to our 3rd anniversary celebration of Shop with Diane. You could find me most every Thursday evening here at my store location, which unfortunately the doors are closed to walk-in shoppers, but we're pretty excited because we have done a major pivot and are moving towards becoming a digitally driven company, which is doing live stream events like this and the occasional pop-up event. So welcome everyone. And if you're just joining us as well, I am awarding 3 prizes at the end of the show. And to qualify, you just have to be making comments in the comment section. So please do. And whether you're on YouTube, you'll still be entered into the draw by commenting there, as well as Facebook and LinkedIn. So what has this last 3 years been like? Besides, like we are in a major storm, but our Facebook page at the start had 1,400 followers, 1,400. We have doubled that number. So since we started doing this live stream shopping show, we've doubled our numbers. We have over 2,800 followers. And the key here is engaged followers. That means people that like our posts, have to be at it every day practically, but it really makes a difference if you indicate that you like it. If you share it, that's huge. If you make comments, that's huge. And that is something that I'm so appreciative of, and how you've been able to help this keep going and to be a model for how to use social media for positive ways. We've also, oh my goodness, because of this, we were awarded, I don't know if you can see the you know, when they do a glass award in etching, it's hard to read it, but can we get it going? We were awarded by the Northwestern Ontario Innovation Center in the RBC Awards, a regional award for innovation. It was the Innovative Project of the Year. Yes, that's what we did together. We were recognized for this very innovative pivot that we did, and that was a real thrill back then. Let me put this down someplace safe. It is glass. So thank you to all of you for your support in that. And how's everybody doing? I think I'm competing with some background noise. I can't see into your home, but in some of your homes, I know you're tuned into the Toronto Maple Leaf hockey game, aren't you? It is. There's a lot going on Thursday nights, including the Leafs advancing to the next round in hockey. These are different times, aren't they? So what else have we done? We've gotten global shout outs for our efforts. Someone I've met early in the pandemic virtually, Oliver Banks, has a company in the UK called Retail Transformation, and he's organized global conferences on retail, and as well he does a weekly international podcast. And when he talked about last summer, he was talking about live stream shopping and how it's really changing, how it's huge in Asian countries, how the Western world is trying to figure it out and learning. He talked about big companies, and then he by name said it's not just big for big companies, small companies too, like Diane Petrina, founder of Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique, who is closing her storefront and focusing on live stream shopping. Oh my goodness. So it was really lovely to be recognized in that way. And again, thank you to all of you. And look at, oh my goodness, it's not just that I am competing with the Toronto Maple Leafs and is watching the Blue Jays game, and in the background the Leafs game's on. So a comment will qualify as well if you keep us posted on the score on either of those games. Lots going on. Welcome to the show. And as the Blue Jays are losing, sadly, so as Anne is telling us right now, but that will change, I hope. So I'm going to carry on here and show you a few products. Let's do some real shopping tonight, with Mother's Day is coming. Let me see, 2-0 for Toronto. 2-0 for Toronto. We must be, the Blue Jays are losing, but the Maple Leafs are up to get 2 points. All right, it's a good night. And So we have Mother's Day coming up, and we have a number of Alex and Ani bracelets, and I'd like to show them to you. And so what's an Alex and Ani bracelet that might be suitable for Mother's Day or other days is, well, first of all, an Alex and Ani bracelet is made out of recycled materials and metals in Rhode Island. And I love them because not only are they attractive, they're very easy to put on and take off. You simply crank them open like this. They're really wide in terms of the opening, easy to put on your wrist. And then when you start to wear bracelets like this, they're very durable and they're very comfortable, and just dress up any outfit. We have gotten very casual in our wear, but we want to be comfortable. And what I've found over the years is simply by putting on some bracelets, I've kicked it up a bit. It really doesn't get in my way, but I feel more dressed up and it changes my mood. And these are bracelets that are given with a company that believes in positivity, but also, let me just get that's big news there, and the Leafs, let me get the Leafs, and they're up. So really beautiful bracelets, as I said. They're brass or zinc as the base metal, and then covered with Russian silver or Russian gold. Simply to remove it, you just pull it open like this, and they come off very easily. And I'm going to show you close-up pictures. There's a graphic in the front, and then on the reverse there's also some lettering that I'd like to show you. So which ones do we have available? Let me just pull some up for you. And let's see. Ooh, this technology is really, it is a one-woman show, and there's a lot to juggle. And here's the did I do this? Present slides. Mom. How come I can't find it? Oh, here it is. So that is what the front of the Alex and Ani mum bracelet looks like. And I only happen to have one in stock in silver, and it's $34. And on the reverse of it says generosity, heroism, and love. And if you are interested in one of those, please let me know in the comment section. Say, hey Diane, I'd love to take the mom bracelet, and afterwards we can connect. I also have some other bracelets, and besides mom, we have godmother. And godmother is inspiring, special, and protective, it says on the reverse. And we have 2 remaining in silver and just 1 in gold, and those are $34 as well. And we have, look at this, ant. So we have both ant and 1 in gold and 1 in silver remaining, $34 each. And as I was talking about how it's etched in the back, the meaning of that is admiration, connection, and grace. Actually, for some of them, they have a, let me just remove this for a moment. So for some of them, not all, we do have a card that will explain that even further. So in terms of ant, it says, an eternal supporter and an important role model, an ant is a special person with whom you create everlasting memories. Symbolic of divine connection, the lavender exudes a strong yet graceful energy, and that's because on the front of it was lavender, was the flower. So symbolic of divine connection, the lavender exudes a strong yet graceful energy that transmits all that is negative into light. Give or wear the ant charm as an illuminating symbol of admiration and to experience love's bright power. So as I said, most all of them will come with a card. And so we also have, what did we show? We showed mother, godmother, aunt, sister. We have a sister one, and just 2 in silver remaining for $34. And finally, daughter. And daughter is a lilac pictured there. And we have lots of daughters left. I don't understand that, ladies. Many of you do have daughters. I know that. A daughter fills the world with beauty. She brings new life and embodies a dream of possibility for the future. The purity of the lilac is also associated with the first discovery of love, which might, much like a mother's sentiment towards her daughter. Give her wear the daughter charm for the girl who changes the world and makes every experience brighter. So we have those available. Those were $34, clearing those out for just $20. So please let me know if you would like one of those. As Anne has said, it's quality jewelry, really beautiful, and would make a lovely gift, whether it's Mother's Day you're thinking about, or birthdays, or graduations, or even next Christmas. Let's just get it done and shop with Diane. So remember, I have 3 big draws at the end. Draws for, what did I say? Oh my goodness, you're just joining in. For the solar powered light up wind chime, butterfly wind chime, that all you need to do to qualify for it is make a comment in the comment section. As well, we have draws for cooling neckties. You can choose your color. That when the hot weather comes, you'll appreciate having this, or whether you have a migraine or a hot flash, you're going to love that. It too would make a lovely gift. And our third prize is going to be a cocktail bomb challenge. There's some games to this, but it is 30 different drink mats, but on the reverse it'll have various cocktails. So to qualify, just make sure you're making comments. And let's see, so what do I have next? And finally is on that, I have 2 remaining in the Alex and Ani collection, and no specific. Oh, that's why I did the pictures before. Let's see if I can get this focused. Will this work better? Sometimes I can't. There we go. Because I love you. And on the reverse, there is a heart etched in the back, and the words say heartfelt, appreciative, and connection. So I have just 2 of these in gold remaining for $34. So a lovely gift. And if you're not shopping for yourself personally, you might have some other family members that you could be doing their shopping as they're looking for gifts as well. Think about graduations coming up as well. Those would make lovely gifts. So just changing this up a little bit now. The cold weather here is going to come to an end, and we'll be pretty excited to get outdoors and get some sun, get digging in the garden, doing some hiking, going for some walks, maybe going to be doing some traveling. But you might be needing to do a few chores as well, including washing some of your winter wear. And I'm going to show you some of those products as well. But I have been putting off washing one of my puffer jackets, and the reason being is that I had a hole in my jacket. Does anybody there who's watching, have you put a hole in any of your jackets, snagged it on something, and you got a tear or a rip? Especially when it comes to down, you know it's just going to keep escaping. And I did put some regular tape on it for a while. Wasn't very attractive, but what I finally did order for, years ago I used to carry this product, but I've never needed it before. I'm going to show you this up close. So this is on the sleeve of my down puffer jacket, just about here. There is a patch now, and focus please. Patch. Now, it was so easy to repair. Oh my goodness. And I also patched my mom's down coat and there's still more tape remaining. So what am I talking about? This is a product called Tenacious Tape. Here's the packaging. I just ordered more today because I thought, once I showed you this, you're going to want it too. I can't be the only person who has a tear in my jacket, and it doesn't have to be a down jacket. It could be anything that's nylon. So it could be a pair of ski pants, a tent. It'll work on vinyl as well. So what it is what you get is a roll that is 3 inches by 20 inches in terms of its size. You can see on the reverse of it, there's a grid pattern. But if you remove this from the back, what you have is an incredibly adhesive tape. And this is very thin nylon, and you can cut it into a pattern. So you could patch your jacket or your ski pants or whatever you're doing, so it turns out to be more of an applique. And my mom here, Elsie, is joining us, and so what I did on my mom's jacket is I cut it in the shape of a butterfly and patched her down jacket. And as she says that she loves the butterfly on her jacket, so it's a great way to add a little design feature to it. But I tell you, you simply remove this, put it over top. It adheres amazingly well. There doesn't seem to be any raised real edge on the patch. If you are going to wash your garment though, what it's advised you do is wait for 24 hours, and then it is good to go. Throw it in the wash machine with that. So for some of you, if you have a hole in your jacket and I have this much left over, come on by and we can cut off a part of what I had ordered first and just give it to you. And you can do a little home repair that way on your own. So if you have a down jacket or a nylon jacket and it needs repairing, I have some Tenacious Tape and we could get that done. Just let me know in the comments section or call me or text me. I'll put up again the number to reach me is 807-628-4334. That's 807-628-4334. Once you have applied this, it's good to go. It is, you can wash it, it's durable, easy to apply. I tell you, the problems that you endure because you have a hole in your jacket, especially a down jacket, you can easily deal with. So let me know if you would like to bring in your jacket and we'll just clip off a piece of this at no cost. Or if you would like to order yourself one, I do have some coming in. Just give me your name, and when it does arrive, I'll give you a shout. Package of this will be $9.95, and there is nothing that we've come across that is so wonderful. This is a product that we've known about. It's been key in the outdoor industry for over 20 years, so you're going to love that. I see our numbers are coming up this evening. Hello, maybe it's intermission for either, or intermission, it's, is it intermission? Oh my God. I know there's hockey and baseball going on and all sorts of things as well. So welcome to 3rd anniversary celebration of Shop with Diane, where we are covering some of the highlights of the past few years, as well as awarding some prizes for just commenting, and we'll do that at the end. And new score for the leaves is 2-1 for the leaves. So looks like they were just scored against. And I see that Linda would like one tape. And does the tape come in different colors is a question that I'm being asked, and it does, but they're unusual colors, sort of an olive color, but it won't be quite, I'm not sure, and a tanned color, and kind of a white. And so what I have coming in at this shipment is black, because you can turn that into an interesting applique. Matching up those other colors could be a little bit tricky, it just can seem off. But let's see. So I have black coming in at the moment. If Margie, you'd like to have me show you what those other colors would be like, I can certainly send you some links. Just let me know. And Heather would like a package when it comes in. Terrific. What are the other comments? You're all good at multitasking, aren't you? And yes, it's a good idea to fix a tear on your jacket. How many of us just sort of endure and don't have the right solution for that? So for $10, you can fix sleeping bags and tents and backpacks and your jacket and the neighbor's jacket and the grandchildren's and everyone's jacket in the neighborhood. But as I said, if you don't need that, just want a little section of what I have remaining, please let me know, and I'd be happy to share that with you as well. So what else do we have? We're just giving everything away this evening, but it's because you've given so much in helping encourage me to continue on with 141 episodes of Shop with Diane. So it's been really fun to also, over the years, to have different guests join us. And you might remember some of them. Some of them were our customers. Kelly from Minnesota was our very first guest on our show. We had Tammy from Alberta join us. We had Cheryl from Geraldton on the show. We had Terry, Sue here in Thunder Bay. My mom was on a couple of times, and you talk about that, right? She was kind of, people said, oh my God, Diane, she kind of, when you had a technical hiccup, no problem. She just ran with that show. And how much fun is that? I'm going to let you know too, with Mother's Day coming up next week, my mom is going to be our special guest once again. So we're going to bring guests back on, and that's going to be my mom. We can also remember Dan Fulton, who with the Adelaide Butterfly Garden, Monarch Butterfly Garden, was our guest and taught us so much about monarch butterflies. And unfortunately, since that show, Dan passed on. So it was really wonderful to gain. He was such a generous man in teaching and encouraging everyone to respect the environment and take a real interest in things like monarch butterflies. And we are very honored to have had him on our show, and I think of him often. So guests are great to bring on. That's what we've done. We had in several draws, not just tonight's draws. We gave away over the years snowshoes, and what else did we give? We gave cocktail bombs. We've given away t-shirts and mugs and slipper socks and bracelet wraps and books and lots of things over the time. Can't be doing it all the time because that is a cost. Need to have sometimes more sales, but that's why it's called Shop with Diane. And tonight's draw, remember, just make comments and you'll qualify for one of those great draws that we have tonight. This has also been a great show. more interesting than visiting a typical e-commerce site that has a static picture and a description and ordering that way is, oh, and Terry's mentioning she won silk flowers as well, right? Those were daffodils and irises, if I recall. But demonstrations, we've demonstrated everything from the Bafasa, I've messed my hair many times for that. We've demonstrated floating sunglasses, cocktail bombs more than once, scarves and loon flutes, and how to do up zippers, how to tie laces, and me demonstrating the cooling neckties and lanterns and hand warmers, and how to make coffee with a coffee drip, and just musical snow globe and puppets and oh my goodness, all sorts of things. And I can put them in front of you. You can see how they work, not just a packaged item, but seeing how they work. Those are a lot of fun, sometimes a little tricky, take a little work on my part ahead of time. Also, how do I make something come to life if you are, for example, the kaleidoscope, you know, the kaleidoscope, and I'm going like this, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But can you see it? So what I did is I took my phone, oh my goodness, and I put it on video and put it on the end before the show, and had a recording of that, put it together as a little video, and bring it up live to show you. I've been able to also sort of show you how monoculars that will magnify, bring up closer what you're looking at, taking pictures and doing it. It's been a really creative process in trying to communicate to you in this format how things work. But I have to say, over the last 3 years, I probably have only had 2 or 3 items ever returned. Most often people have said that the product exceeded their expectations. So I think it's just a great way to do shopping, which is really informative as well. And Helen is apologizing that for arriving late. Well, Helen, just going to tell you and anyone else who's just joining us, we have some great draws coming up, but to qualify for them, you're going to have to put your a comment, which you have. Just by commenting, you qualify for one of those few draws. So we've just covering off some of the highlights of what we've been doing over the last few years, and let's keep doing a few more items for Shop with Diane. We're talking about getting some of our winter coats cleaned up, patched up with tenacious tape. Well, don't forget we also have down cleaner and pro cleaner. So whether you have a down coat that needs washing or a synthetic fill garment that needs washing, that could also be a down sleeping bag or a synthetic fill sleeping bag or quilts or so on. It's really important with especially technical material outdoor wear to use the proper cleaning, do the proper cleaning, because for you to get the most performance out of anything, you are going to need to ensure that the chemicals, the things that are being used, are not plugging up the pores, that are allowing the water to leave moisture to leave away from your body and so on. One important thing to do is use the proper down cleaner, which is not going to strip the natural oils off the down, and when you wash it, it's going to really loft up, fluff up the down in your coat. You'll probably notice after lots of wear and as it gets dirty and so on, it gets more compacted. This is the right stuff to use. And here's a comment. Thank you from Mary, who used hers last week, and it works great. So what you do is, this is good for doing, you use 1 fluid ounce of this, and this is a 10 ounces, so it'll do as many as 10 down garments. You use an ounce of this, you put it in, do up the zippers and so on your jacket, all the tabs, and you put it into the wash machine, a wash machine that doesn't have an agitator. So whether it is a, let's see, whether it comes front loading or top loading, you don't need the agitator. That can twist up your coat. But you put it in a gentle cycle with the proper cleaning detergent and give it a double rinse when it's done. Take it out, throw it in the dryer. It has to be thrown in the dryer, okay? And with tennis balls or drying balls, because that down needs to be puffed up and it needs to be bone dry, not partially dry, because that's going to restore the loft and so on. You're going to want this. The price of down cleaner is just $16.95, or for synthetic garments, the price is $14.95. So I'm just going to see, we're going a little bit later in the show, but I'm going to just show very quickly what am I going to do? I'm going to be fast. Let's see. So after this, we're going to need a cup of coffee or a stiff drink or a celebratory beverage with the Blue Jays win or the Leafs win, or how about celebrating 3 years of this? And thank you, Barb, for oh my goodness, for your order for some down cleaner. That's fantastic. That's called Shop with Diane, and love to take your orders. Got the bills to keep paying. And let's see, so what I want to show you next is something that has actually replaced for me, I no longer use my Keurig on a daily basis. I use this instead. And for $21.95, this is well priced, durable, makes delicious coffee, really compact, so it makes it great for travel, or it doesn't take up a lot of room in your kitchen. Here's just another comment from Heather, who's talking about how the down cleaner does a great job, so you won't be disappointed if you get that down cleaner. You need the right stuff. So what this is a product called the Coffee Rocket. And the Coffee Rocket is very compact. It if I had a little bigger cup, it would fit right into the cup. Great for travel. A recent a customer who recently purchased this was going on a vacation, and he said, you know what? There's nothing worse than getting terrible coffee when you're traveling in the morning. So he was going to bring his own coffee grounds and one of these so he can enjoy a great cup of coffee. So this has, what we have is a stainless steel strainer, really fun, really durable, and a little bottom portion here. So these two come together, and I fill up coffee to a certain level in there. Open up the bottom legs, put this in, and so with the coffee in there, I just set it on my coffee mug. It's really secure. I fill up water, boiling water, and it'll so slowly drip through. For my bigger cup of coffee, I'll fill it to another 3/4 of the way through. Oh my goodness, it is the most delicious drip coffee, and I just love it. So we also have Shop with Diane mugs for $14.95, and we have pocket rockets for $21.95. A great gift if you're looking to do some traveling. You want something at home to replace other types of coffee makers. Great item to have. And so these are just $21.95. I'm going to be quick and show you 2 more items because with it being cold and people getting out to the camp and cottage soon, you're going to want to make, if you love perked coffee, you're going to love either the 6-cup or the 12-cup stainless steel coffee perk, which I just have one of each remaining. The 6-cup is $54.95, $84.95 for the 12-cup. Everybody has their favorite method of coffee and what fits into your lifestyle, and whether you're going to make 1 cup for yourself and that's it for the day, or whether you're going to continue with, and as my mom says, great for the camp. So thinking about getting back out to camp, doing some spring cleanup and so on, brewing a big pot of coffee would just be the right thing to do. So what else of the show has been over the last few years? If you can remember, we have been celebrating just about every occasion. We have celebrated together special items. It weren't shopping shows, but I've done separate Christmas shows where brought people together. That very first year, it was so important to do, as we were separated from our families and our friends, but we realized we're family and you're our friends, and coming together on Christmas Eve to do a show thinking about and talking about traditions and sharing greetings with one another really helped me get through, and I know hearing from you get through the holidays. And then we did a New Year's celebration, and that was lots of fun as well. It made me dress up and get out on New Year's Eve. It was perfect because I could still be in bed before midnight because the show was at 7. And that was a lot of fun. But we've celebrated birthdays and Thanksgiving and thank you, Carol. And I really remember that Christmas Eve show was so special, especially that year. And look at loved Christmas shows. Isn't it wonderful? That's what this live stream is really terrific for, that it brings us together and we can share, and it's really important that we continue doing this, and as long as we're connecting people that way, I'm going to keep doing it. And so thank you for that feedback on those Christmas shows. But we've done Halloween where I've dressed up. Oh my goodness, I've learned that never to wear again a black wig with bangs. That's not a good look for me, but it was Halloween. We've celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, whether it was the store anniversary or whether it was the show anniversary or other anniversaries. And what else have we done? Truth and reconciliation. We've used the show to help educate ourselves about what's happening in the world, not just about products, but what's happening around us. We've done Easter shows. We've also picked themes. We've done themes such as snow or bugs and bears, or remember we've focused all on purses once, or we've done Brighton jewelry as a theme. We've done menswear, men's items, gifts for children as a theme. We've done puppet shows as a theme. Oh my goodness. Each week I have to come up with a theme. Next week we're going to bring my mom on, and Mother's Day will be part of our theme for next week as well. So if I can remember the technology that goes behind the draw. Oh, how does that work? Oh my gosh. If I don't get it working, then I will do it after the show and get in touch with those people. But let's see, we've got comments about loving the puppets as a theme as well. So remember, last chance to qualify for the draw, as I try to figure it out, is get your comments happening. Say hello to one another, ask us the question, give a testimony about the show, and if sure it's, audio's breaking up. That's unfortunate to hear. So let me see. How do I do this? I go to here. Let me just see. I go to share screen. Okay, here's where I'm going to go. Share screen. Hang on, everybody. Share screen. Chrome giveaway. Okay, can you see my screen? I can't see you anymore. I've lost track of that. But I'm going to press draw. You can see your names coming through. And our first winner is Brenda. All right. Hello, Brenda. Brenda, you just won the butterfly wind chime. We're going to do this again. Here we go. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Here we go. And the winner is Barb. Woo! So Barb, cooling neckties. And our third prize winner is going to be, drum roll. Oh, it's so exciting. And it is, no, okay, no, let me do this again. I am the big winner, but let me just see. What do you think of this? This is new technology. And Margie, okay, Margie, fantastic. So stop sharing that. Go back. How is that? Did it work? Did it work on your end? Okay. Did you see that? So our winners were, Brenda gets the butterfly wind chimes. Congratulations. And Barb, you come by and select one of the cooling neckties. And Margie gets the cocktail bomb. No, the cocktail drink recipes. So let's see. So let's see. We've got lots of congratulations going out. Carol and Lydia and let's see. Tech Queen and congrats. And look at that. So so I'm pushing myself all the time to try to learn something new, and so I start with a great deal of nervous energy at the beginning and through the show until it's over. So thank you everyone for joining our community on this very special 3rd anniversary celebration of Shop with Diane. It wouldn't be possible without your participation. And I should say before you go, I'm going to put up pickup times, and the pickup times will be Friday and Saturday and Monday. Friday from 12 to 2, Saturday 11 to 1, Monday 11 to 1. And let's see, we'll just do that. And let me just take that off the screen. We're limiting a little of the hours on Saturday for pickups because of the Folklore Festival and extra pressure on my parking lot for parkers. Look at that, Margie Parker. Well, don't park there long because I'll charge you $5 for 4 hours, and over 4 hours it's going to be $10. So those are the parking rates for across the street. So go Jays, go Leaves, and everybody go be well. And we look forward to having you join us and my mom next Thursday at 7 Eastern Standard Time for the 142nd episode of Shop with Diane. Good night, everyone. Be well. And just getting some people just giving me some notes about when they'll be by. Very much appreciate that. And we'll see you soon. And terrific. Good night, everyone.